Welcome to Practice Test Academy. Today, we're going to be delving into the strategic level. In particular, we're going to be looking at E3 and sharing some important insight, tools, and tips in order to get you fully prepared for this exam. So before we dive in, let's understand where we are in terms of the whole scope of things and look at the bigger picture of the CIMA exams. Now E3, it's part of the strategic level. Now the strategic level, it consists of 3 objective tests and 1 case study. The objective tests have to be taken and passed before moving on to the case study exam. So what are these objective tests? First, there's E3, which focuses on strategic management. Then there's P3, which focuses on risk management, and F3, which focuses on financial strategy. The overall objectives of the strategic level are to equip you with skills that you need for long-term decision making and also to evaluate and manage risks that may be detrimental to an organisation. Then there's sourcing the financial resources that are needed in order to implement strategy. And with all of that, it provides you with the tools that you need to enable you to value organisations at a higher level. Let's jump straight in and listen to Pete, who's our strategic management expert. He's going to give you his professional insight into the E3 exam from a higher level.
E3 is all about where we want to be as a business and how we're going to get there. So essentially the structure of the course is optimistic. It's about what a business can do to grow and to flourish. And it's split into 3 main parts really. Where do we want to be? Where are we now? Understanding where we are now is a good starting point for ending up at where we want to be. And where we are now, we can think of the outside world, the environment, the competition and so on, and the inside world, internal analysis, our strengths and weaknesses. So we've got where we want to be, where we are now, and then how we're going to get there ultimately is our business strategy. We come up with ideas, which is essentially a creative process, but we have models and frameworks to help us generate ideas. And then we have ways of assessing those ideas to see which ones are better than others, using the concept of SAF, for example, suitable, acceptable and feasible. So we have methods and frameworks to work through to help whittle down our potential choices into 1 or maybe 2 other strategies for more detailed consideration. And then when we decide which strategy we're going to do, we need to put it in place, and that involves change management, which involves looking at people and projects and how we bring hearts and minds along with us as a business.
Now let's have a look at our 5-step process that we designed after extensive research on the best approaches to this exam. Now we found that the approach that you see on the screen here, it's proven to be the most effective preparation method for E3 students. Whatever method of study that you use, make sure that the theory is available to you and you learn it before you move on to anything else. Now cover all of the theories, but test yourself after each one. Now this is something that we call blended learning. You learn and test and you save tons of time during your studies. When you have finished learning and practicing theory-related questions, attempt to take a mock exam. Now it seems to be popular amongst students to complete mock exams at this stage in study mode, which is not like exam mode. Now study mode is untimed. Using the results from your mocks, you should then have an indication of the exact points that you need to revise. Now our tool has this amazing feature so that you can actually target your revision. When you revise those points, make sure that you complete more timed mock exams. Now with this 5-step approach, your chances of failure will be minimized. Let's now have a look at some of the features in our E3 courses. Now here you can see the user panel. First, you may be wondering what these progress bars are. Now they're going to indicate to you exactly where you're at in terms of course completion. Ideally, you'll have fully completed all areas before you sit your exam, which now brings me to the 6 tabs you see below the progress bars. They include our large question bank, our videos, mock exams, revision tools, results panel, and all available upgrade options. The first tab that you see here is our question bank. Now this narrows all the questions down into chapters so that you can test yourself on specific areas only. You can even build your own test from this section. Now, this really is a fantastic tool and it brings us way ahead of the market. You can narrow down questions by chapter. You can even pick your own number of mock questions to answer. And you even have the choice of creating question packs from previous unsuccessful answer attempts that you provided. Scroll down a bit further here, and as I mentioned earlier, you can build your own mock exam. Now, you can customize as many practice mocks as you like. Now, this unlimited resource, it can be tailored at any time throughout your course. And this DIY method, it's proven to be a very effective revision tool. So it's highly recommended to use it. Our video lectures, they include tutorials such as theory-related guides, chapter summaries, and expert advice for E3 students. You'll find that our videos, they're not too long. They fully focus on all the key concepts, and I'll state this once again, we are truly dedicated to saving you precious time during your revision, so everything you'll need will be in our summary videos. Blended learning is so effective, and we are fully aware of that here at the Academy. So after you've gone over each chapter, we'll ask you around 8 to 10 end of chapter questions. And this is just to make sure that you are fully grasping each concept. And not only that, but we've even added a checkpoint in your user panel just to ensure that you've covered 20 questions from each chapter. Now, we truly believe that you should be testing yourself right from the beginning of your studies. Our mocks are of very high quality, and you'll find that when you're completing timed mocks, the environment will be almost identical to that of the real exam. We've even provided you with mock walkthroughs so that you'll never be alone or lost in the process. Now, our tutor, they guide you through the tool and they help you to understand exactly how you should be approaching each question. You'll also find some additional theory in there too. Now, the revision module, this consists of two main parts. Now, you have revision cards, which are summaries of the theory that's included in the E3 paper, and then you have revision questions. Now, you'll find that we've provided you with 200 high quality revision questions that are split by chapter and parts. Then you'll also find that we have a brand new results tab here. Now, this is an amazing brand new tool which gives you a full indication of your personal strengths and weaknesses during your course. This is a very exciting new tool as it provides everything at a glance, saving you valuable time while preparing for your exam. We've got so much confidence in our products that we provide a money-back guarantee and a pass assurance. And not only that, but you can try any of our packages for free, and that includes our E3 course. So what are you waiting for? There's little risk for you at this stage. Jump straight in and try it out. Remember, whether you're a paid student or not, you can contact any of our tutors for clarification at any time.